Friends, today we're taking you on a journey to a country that feels like it's living in the year 2050. A country whose name immediately brings one thing to mind: high-quality products. Yes, today we're going to explore what life is really like in Japan. How do people live there? Can we actually move to Japan and settle there? What are some things that Japanese people do that you won't find anywhere else in the world? What kind of advanced technology does Japan have that makes it feel like the technology of the year 2050? And how can Pakistanis travel to Japan? We'll try to answer all of these questions in today's video. Today's video is going to be extremely interesting, so make sure you watch it until the end. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin our amazing journey through Japan. Japan. The official name of the country is the state of Japan, and its literal meaning is often translated as the place where the sun rises. Located in East Asia, Japan is an island nation with a population of around 124 million people, making it one of the most populated countries in the world. The country covers an area of approximately 378,000 square kilometers and is mainly made up of 4 major islands. Japan was historically known as Nippon, and even today, many people still refer to it by that name. Friends, some of the longest living people in the world are found in Japan. One of the biggest reasons for this is their healthy lifestyle. People in Japan generally pay attention to their diet, stay active, and include exercise in their daily routines. Japanese people are also known for their strong work ethic. They take great pride in their work and believe in working hard. This dedication is one of the reasons why Japan has developed into one of the world's most advanced and successful countries. Around 98% of Japan's population is ethnically Japanese, while a small percentage consists of people who have come from other countries and settled there. The official language of the country is Japanese. In terms of economic strength, Japan is one of the largest economies in the world. Despite its enormous economic power, many Japanese households do not commonly employ domestic servants. Japan also has one of the most powerful passports in the world, allowing its citizens to travel to many countries without needing a visa or by obtaining a visa on arrival. According to some reports, Japan is also known for having some of the hardest working people in the world. People generally respect each other's personal space and do not interfere unnecessarily in someone else's work. Japanese people are widely recognized for their unique culture, disciplined behavior, and modern lifestyle. They have successfully blended their traditional values with advanced technology and innovation. Friends, after the devastation of World War II, Japan was almost completely destroyed. However, despite facing such massive destruction, the country rebuilt itself and eventually became one of the largest economies in the world. Japan is also considered one of the world's leading countries when it comes to technology and innovation. Cleanliness is another area where Japanese people truly stand out. Everyone takes responsibility for keeping their surroundings clean and makes sure that trash is disposed of properly. Japan is also home to some of the world's most famous automobile companies, including Toyota, Honda, and Suzuki. These companies produce millions of vehicles every year and sell them across the globe. However, Japan also faces serious social challenges. One of them is its suicide rate, which has been a major concern for the country for many years. One reason often suggested for this problem is that many people become so deeply involved in their work that they leave little time for entertainment and relaxation. Over time, excessive stress and loneliness can contribute to depression and other mental health struggles. The Japanese government has introduced various measures to address this issue, including awareness programs and support services. In many workplaces and public spaces, efforts are also made to encourage people to maintain a healthier balance between work and personal life. Japanese people have made remarkable achievements in science and technology. Later in this video, we'll show you some of Japan's incredible technological innovations, and trust me, some of them will truly amaze you. Friends, Japanese society is often known for values such as honesty, discipline, and responsibility. People generally try to take responsibility for their own duties, rather than placing the blame on others. They believe in completing today's work today, instead of constantly postponing it until tomorrow. If you ever plan to work and live in Japan, you may need to make some major changes to your lifestyle. Adapting to the country's culture, discipline, and work environment can be very important if you want to settle in comfortably. And friends, here's one more interesting thing you should know. Be careful when guessing the age of Japanese people. Someone who looks only 10 or 12 years younger than their actual age may surprise you. A person who appears to be in their 20s could actually be 35 or even older. This is one reason why you may find it difficult to guess someone's age just by looking at them. Japan uses an incredible amount of advanced technology, and very few countries in the world use technology on such a large scale in everyday life. This is one of the reasons Japan is considered a global leader in technological innovation. Japan is also considered one of the safest countries in the world. You can get an idea of this from its extremely low crime rate, which is around 0.2% according to the figures mentioned here. Strict laws and a highly efficient justice system help discourage people from committing crimes. Overall, Japan is a highly developed and peaceful country. However, like other modern societies, it has also seen concerns related to cybercrime and online fraud, which have been increasing in recent years. Japan's low crime rate is often considered a model for countries around the world. Friends, whenever we hear the name Japan, it is also recognized as one of the world's leading countries in electronics and technology. This technological strength has played an important role in Japan's economy. Japan's GDP is around $4.4 trillion, while its annual per capita income is approximately $35,000, according to the figures being discussed here. For comparison, that would be roughly equivalent to PKR 1 crore per person, while in India it would be around 29 Indian rupees lakh. Japan's automobile industry is one of the biggest pillars of its economy. In addition, the banking sector and tourism industry also play an important role in Japan's economic growth. Japan's capital city is Tokyo, one of the most populous metropolitan areas in the world. Life in Tokyo is fast-paced, modern, and highly organized. No matter where you go, you'll often see large crowds of people moving around the city. The Japanese lifestyle is considered one of the most advanced and disciplined in the world. You can even see people in their 90s and beyond staying active, healthy, and independent. The Tokyo metropolitan area has a population of around 35 million people, making it one of the largest urban areas on the planet. Tokyo's restaurants are also famous around the world, and Japanese people absolutely love sushi. In many parts of the city, you'll find sushi restaurants almost everywhere. Tokyo's railway system is another incredible part of the city. During peak hours, the stations can become extremely crowded, with millions of passengers using the railway network every day. And when it comes to trains, Japan is once again a global leader. The world's first high-speed bullet train, known as the Shinkansen, began operating in Japan. Some Shinkansen trains can reach speeds of around 320 kilometers per hour. But what makes these trains truly amazing is how smooth the journey is. Even while traveling at such incredible speeds, passengers can comfortably sit, work, eat, or even enjoy a cup of tea without feeling much movement. Tokyo is considered one of the most expensive cities in the world, and the cost of living here can be extremely high. Friends, there's a famous intersection here where more than 300 people can cross the road at the same time. This is known as the Shibuya Crossing, and it has become one of Tokyo's most popular tourist attractions. Thousands of tourists visit this area every year just to experience this incredible sight. The streets of Tokyo are also constantly filled with people. You'll find restaurants, shopping centers, gaming arcades, electronic stores, and entertainment venues almost everywhere. Friends, here's another interesting fact about Japan. Punctuality is taken extremely seriously. On one occasion, a train was reportedly only a few minutes late, yet the railway company publicly apologized for the delay. This shows just how seriously Japan values being on time. One of Tokyo's most famous areas is Shibuya. You'll find vending machines almost everywhere in this part of the city, offering everything from drinks and snacks to various everyday items. Shibuya is also a paradise for shoppers. Many people visit the area specifically for shopping, and there are numerous electronic stores, including some where tourists can purchase products tax-free, making certain items more affordable. The atmosphere of Shibuya is sometimes compared to Times Square in New York City because of its bright lights, giant digital screens, massive crowds, and non-stop energy. And Japan's use of technology doesn't stop there. It can even be seen in bathrooms, where you'll find smart toilets and advanced features that are rarely seen elsewhere. Friends, have you ever seen a train running underneath its own tracks? If not, let me show you something truly fascinating. Yes, you heard that right. There are trains in Japan where the tracks are positioned above the ground, creating the feeling that the train is moving through the city like something straight out of the future. If you ever visit Tokyo, riding one of these elevated or sky trains can be an unforgettable experience. Another one of Tokyo's most famous areas is Shinjuku. You'll find tall buildings, bright signs, shopping centers, restaurants, and crowds of people everywhere. And Tokyo at night is something truly worth seeing. Japan's nightlife is famous around the world, and the city becomes even more vibrant after sunset. With all the lights, massive screens, and busy streets, it can feel like you've stepped into a futuristic city. Friends, after World War II, Japanese products were once considered low quality and unreliable in many international markets. However, things began to change when Japan introduced strict quality control systems and focused heavily on manufacturing standards. Over time, Japanese companies dramatically improved the quality and reliability of their products. Today, Japan is widely recognized for producing some of the highest quality products in the world. And when it comes to currency, Japan uses the Japanese yen. Its exchange rate against the Pakistani rupee and Indian rupee changes regularly, so the exact value depends on the current exchange rate. When you were kids, you probably played Sega games at least once. Well, did you know that Sega was also created in Japan? Friends, Japan attracts a huge number of tourists from all over the world. According to reports from around 2020, around 20 million international visitors travel to Japan. It is a country where you can experience 3 completely different things in one place: beautiful nature, a modern lifestyle, and fascinating historical landmarks. That is one of the biggest reasons Japan has become such a popular tourist destination. Friends, Japan even has something you may not have seen before: capsule hotels. Many tourists choose to stay in these unique hotels because accommodation in major Japanese cities can be very expensive, while capsule hotels offer a much more affordable option. And Japan's trains aren't just famous for their speed and efficiency. The country also has some incredible underwater railway tunnels, connecting different islands and allowing trains to travel beneath the sea. If you travel north from Tokyo, you'll encounter regions that receive heavy snowfall during winter. Even in these areas, Japan's railway system continues to operate efficiently, with trains traveling through tunnels, and in some locations, even passing beneath the sea. Japan's transportation system is truly an impressive combination of engineering, technology, and precision. If we talk about getting a Japanese visa, there are several options available depending on your qualifications and purpose of travel. If you have a master's degree or PhD, you may be eligible for a highly skilled professional visa, depending on Japan's requirements and your qualifications. You don't necessarily need to rely on an agent, as much of the application information and required forms can be found through official channels. Japan is also facing a declining and aging population, which has created demand for workers in several industries. So, if you have the right skills and qualifications, Japan can be worth considering. There are also various work visa opportunities for skilled professionals, including plumbers, nurses, doctors, engineers, and workers in elderly care facilities. The visa application process generally involves submitting your application through the relevant Japanese visa application center or authorized service provider. Depending on the location and application type, you may need to book an appointment and provide the required documents. For work visa, important documents can include your employment contract or job offer letter, along with educational and professional documents. Requirements vary depending on the specific visa category. Japan's visa fees are relatively affordable for some visa categories, although the exact fee can vary depending on nationality, visa type, and current embassy rules. For Pakistani applicants, Japan can be an attractive destination for both employment and tourism, especially for people with in-demand skills and qualifications. Japan is also among the countries with some of the most highly educated people in the world. Its literacy rate is around 99%, while the unemployment rate is relatively low. Japanese people are also known for their love of seafood. One of their most famous dishes is sushi. Sushi is typically prepared using specially seasoned rice combined with seafood and other ingredients, such as vegetables. You can find sushi restaurants throughout Japan, and the dish has become popular all over the world. Friends, Japan is also famous for its enormous number of vending machines. These machines save people a great deal of time and make everyday shopping extremely convenient. There are millions of vending machines across the country, and they are used for much more than just drinks. You can find vending machines selling food, snacks, beverages, everyday products, and even clothing. In many cases, you simply insert a coin or make a payment, select your item, and it is delivered almost instantly. Friends, as you probably know, Japan was attacked with nuclear weapons twice during World War II. The atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, marking the first and only wartime use of nuclear weapons. At that time, the world had never experienced the devastating effects of nuclear weapons on such a scale. Even the scientists who helped develop the technology could not fully predict the enormous consequences that would follow. And friends, I hope you enjoyed this informative and interesting journey through Japan. If you learned something new from this video, let us know your thoughts in the comments. And finally, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Red heart thumbs up